They say if you want to do something, you just do it. I don't have any decorations up because those decorations were for my kiosk. What I want to talk about this Bussin' Out the Matrix Monday is your vision. Your vision is so important, and you can't have the right vision for your success or for your life if it's clouded, if it's foggy. This is what we're going to talk about today. The beliefs you have made up in your mind are the laws that govern your world. If you are waiting for something bad to happen because you have experienced it in the past, this is a law you are now living by. Now you are expecting these things because, you've dealt with it in the past. Is it true that these things have happened to you? Yes, it is true. Does it have to keep happening? Do you have to keep expecting these things to happen?
No.
You don't. You are waiting for something to happen, therefore creating the scenario and expecting these things to happen. You have created that moment to happen because you were already expecting it to happen. How do you bust out of that way of thinking? You transform your mind to know otherwise, to know that that doesn't have to happen to you again. And this stems from even, oh, hey, da 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 runs in my family. This runs in my family. That runs in my family. You have now made that a law that, oh, this runs in my family. So I have this, I have that. When you absolutely have the right and the authority to change that law that not only has been established by you, but by generations before you, you have the reign to absolutely change that law your very self for you. And how do you do that? Your lifestyle, the way that even the way that you eat and the things that you say. What is more important than even what you eat is just what comes out of your mouth. Like, everyone's worried about what's going in their mouth, but what's coming out of your mouth, that's just as important as what you put in your mouth, what comes out of your mouth, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm going to speak on relationship. You are expecting things to go left because you have had the same experience with many men or with many women. Unconsciously, right? Because you haven't dealt with a certain belief, even though you have the desire to be happy and in a healthy relationship, you are creating the same experiences over and over with this person or with a person, any relationship you get in, because you haven't healed what is causing the disruption or the turbulence in your relationships or in your minds. Really, you have to heal what is going on in your mind, so in order to not repeat the same the same experiences. This is deep, but we are literally, I really am not trying to be like cute for real with busting out the matrix, because this stuff is so serious. This stuff is really, it changes the whole trajectory
Of your life.
I mean, and these things are not really easy because you have to sit down and do the work. But the light that you have and the way that you feel when you go through the process of doing these things, right? It's remarkably, phenomenally, amazingly, fantabulously, awesomely great. So how do you end this cycle? How do you end these laws that are governing your world? How do you stop these laws or demolish these laws from your world? There are roots these laws that you've created stem from. These roots stem from things, right? Okay. So, example, your dad wasn't there and your mom had to do everything by herself, or vice versa. or you had that one ex caused that pain in your heart. You have to go back to these moments that have created these laws in your life so that you can clear your vision. You can, with the, and clean the lens off so that you can now have a clear vision for your life and you're not living through the lens of trauma, living through the lens of these past experiences. These moments can hurt to look at, but we have to uproot the weeds so that we can flourish. Why do your relationships fail? Why do you not perform the best in the work field? Why are you failing in your business? Why are you experiencing the worst from every situation? These are the questions that you ask in the secret place. Your subconscious will begin to show you these moments you need to go back to so that you can heal. There's like a screen, right? That's going to be that your subconscious is going to show you when you ask these questions. So, and it's going to this screen will show you things that you are ready for, and this is a process that will happen like over time as well. When you continue to ask these questions and you want to live a better life, these things, you and trust me, the hurt and the pain and all of that will still come. Bad thoughts will still come and all these things, but it's just proof that what you're doing is working because you're getting better. How are you? The pressure will make a diamond. So many of our situations are determined from the interpretation of our past, and that is fogging your vision. We have to be present, okay? So when you see things this way, you're not seeing the situation for what it really is. Most of the time, the situations that you're going through and the way that you view them, you're not viewing them for what they really are. You're viewing them from the experience that you've had. And this is not the proper way to live happily, really. When you want to be happy, this isn't the way to live. You can't live life and enjoy the people around you and um enjoy life when you're living with a foggy, clouded vision. For example, oh, I will never be able to do that. Okay, write that down. Now you write it down and you figure out, why do you think that you could never do that? What makes you think you can't do that? What makes you think you can't do that? Write it down. Figure out where that came from so you can kill that law, demolish it forever from your government. I am not telling you that what you've been through is a lie and it's not true and all these things, but you have the absolute power, the ball is in your park, to demolish these things, to change it, okay? To govern your government. This is you, your world, and you have to go ahead and target these things, these beliefs that have created these laws in your world, and create new beliefs and new laws in your world so that you can be happy. Now, the universal law is the law of forgiveness, and this is the very first thing that will help you in your vision and your world. You help you see clearly, because if you have unforgiveness in your heart for people and what they've done for you, you are now walking around with that lens, with those glasses and lens on in your life, and you're not able to operate or love people in any relationship or even work optimally in what you're doing. And if a person is working great and awesome and they have everything in the world and they think they do, they will never really truly find fulfillment if they are still walking in unforgiveness. Like, you can have all the things in the world, but true happiness does not stem from physical things. True happiness stems from the joy that is in your soul. Okay? So, unforgiveness is a foggy film that clogs and blurs your sight, and in result stops the vision for your life, right? So, I'm going to let this sizzle in y'all spirit, okay? Now, I want you guys to go ahead and join me for next Busting Out the Matrix Monday, and we will go a little bit deeper into
The F word?
all of all of this are things that you are capable of doing. Why? Because you're great. Why? Because you're awesome. You're beautiful. You are freaking powerful. Okay? And the Matrix does not want you to know these things about yourself. The Matrix wants you to be caught up in your mind. The battle is in the mind so that you cannot live the life that is truly meant for you. Okay? Now, I thank you so much for being here because you could have been anywhere else, but you're here. So go ahead and have a great rest of your week. It's Monday. So I thank you, really. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all of that. I will see you guys next Monday for another Busting Out the Matrix. Make sure you follow me on all of my platforms at T the Live.